Hi there, welcome. Quick one on a turntable and how to. Going to cover two subjects. How to set up the speed on a turntable. This is applicable to almost any turntable. And a look at the quality results on this turntable at the end. This is the beastie. Going to set the speed up. If you saw my previous video, you know that the speed on this was just a tad fast. I'm going to use the tacho disc, which you can see in there, and set the speed up. Now if you remember, the speed controls on this deck are on this side. Okay, so this is the back bottom and front bottom. Now these two screws do not need to be removed. That's why I was pointing out the arrows on the other video that I did. Let me show you which ones come out. The feet on the front do come out, feet on the back don't. So those ones do, and you can see the arrows for them. Take out the arrow, take out these screws, and then leave those two in, but take out that one and that one. This is what the bottom looks like, and you can see it's not a lot in there. That's the preamp, and so what I've done there is I've just disconnected it from the head shell. So that's the bottom of the tone arm, and the wires just come up to here. So I've literally just taken them straight off there. I've left the preamp in case I find a use for it. I don't think I will, but you never know. This is your little power transformer. So that's a 240 volt transformer, and that's where the speed controls are. So I've got to make sure that my tweaky stick will fit in the speed controls. The thing with these motors, sometimes they can, if you use a conductive tweaky stick, adjusting thing, something like a small screwdriver, you can short them out on the case to the pot. So you should always really use an insulated adjuster for that. Right, so I'm just going to check. I thought you might like to see the inside of this thing. There's not a lot in there. But I'm just going to check that my adjuster will work, and then we'll carry on from there on this side. And so what I'm going to do is stand the deck high and adjust the speeds, because the deck's obviously got to be upright, and that's the easiest way to do it. Okay, because I'm right-handed, so the controls are over this side. I'm going to put them on the bench now, and the way I'm going to do that, ceramic feet stands, otherwise known as mugs, and you'll see why in a minute. Right, so there we go. Right, so now I have a mug under each corner, because I want the feet sat in it so that there is no risk of the thing moving. Particularly, I know it's got rubber feet, but I don't want to have to worry about it falling off the mug. Now this is not easy to do because I haven't got three hands, but there is the strobe markings. See if we can get it to focus. Right. There are the strobe markings. There you can see them running. Right. You can clearly see them running there. And so now what I want to do is adjust it so that they're not running. Well, I can't do that with the camera, but I shall show you the end result. Well, the numbers are upside down, but I'm sure I can probably reverse that. There we go, 44.9 instead of 45. As you know, before it's 46 point something. I'm not happy that the phone is totally balanced. As you're thinking it looks a bit off centre, but it is because I've balanced it on my finger and then put the heaviest bit sort of closest to the middle, so try and give it so we're not throwing the turntable off. However, that's the numbers on there, and now I'll turn it up to 33. That's 33.3, which is pretty damn good. And about 33.3. And I'll now show you the strobe, because I set it with the strobe. I would not set it with the phone because it's just too complicated. So there's the 33 strobe marks, nice and stable, and there we go, there's the 45s. Now that's the way you set a turntable. You've got to agree the results are pretty impressive. Anyway, now let's go over to the amplifier and actually hear this turntable. So here we are back now. I've got the wires plugged back into the amplifier, and I've got the earth on there. I've just got to get a screwdriver to tighten that up. Nicely tightened up now. I have here Dynagroove New Sound Mighty Gold and his orchestra from whatever, and I'm hoping it might be copyright friendly, so we'll see how we go. Right. The record's on the turntable, and we can put dust on there. I only dusted it the other day. In fact, I dusted it to do the video, so it's terrible the way the dust goes. Just want to check that the stylus is still there. It is, yep. And we'll give it a go. So it's on 12-inch record. I think that's, yeah, that's 7, that's 12. And I'll switch it on. And don't know what speed it's on yet. Unlock it, drop this bit down, and do right. Always does that when you first start. I'm talking over this bit so that you can hear it and hear my voice as well. Hopefully that'll stop the copyrights from being pulled up too much. On my full system, which is nothing too special, got a subwoofer, this sounded absolutely amazing and the stereo separation was wonderful. So I'm going to give you that on the live feed, but I'm going to have to chop it up obviously because I can only demonstrate the effects. I can't actually play the music for you. As this is a how-to and a review, I'm going to let you hear the needle drop and this general noise, and then we'll hear just a bit of the music. I think it's a shame to have to mangle it like this, but anyway, what you're going to now hear is a bit of the left and the right. And a nice bit of trumpet. Here we go. This is the noise of the run-in, and this is the actual spectrum of the music. As you can see, it goes up to 20 kilohertz, and then this is what the actual trace looked like, and you can see it's a very dynamic trace. This deck is 37 years old, and apart from the sticky start button, there's nothing wrong with it. It's even got the original belt. My intention with this video was to be able to make it into a review and a how-to, so you can see how to adjust the speed on a turntable, and this one needed the speed adjusted, so it was a good one to do it with. But it came in nice and stable, and I think overall it's not bad. Is it hi-fi audiophile quality? No. Is it hi-fi? Yes, it's got a 3600 cartridge in it, so it's not doing bad. I've seen these on sale for 29 quid. That's cheaper than the cartridge that's in them. If you're looking for a beginner's turntable, or if you want something just to stick in another room or something, it's very good. The cartridge is excellent, and the build quality is very good. That tone arm does not rattle around like the cheap ones nowadays do. So that wraps it up for today. If you'd like to leave a comment or do a like or anything like that, all that sort of good stuff, please do so, and hopefully catch you again. Bye bye.